Hi, honey, it's Gil, and I just want to talk to you because I can tell you, as a gay man from the 90s, there are a lot of times I should not have trusted my gut. Honey, that one time I wore that bag with that skirt, that was a bad judgment call on my part, honey. Or the time I called my ex, I said, Jared, why don't you just come home? And he said, you know I have a wife. Oh. Probiotics can't help you with most of your gut decisions, but if your gut needs a little support, Ritual's got your back. They made a 3-in-1 supplement with clinically studied prebiotics, probiotics, and a postbiotic to support a balanced gut microbiome, honey. Inside of me, everything is balanced, okay? Did you know that daily disturbances like poor diets, stress, honey, the stress, travel, using certain medications, and plenty of other factors can throw off your gut microbiome, honey? I'm a sensitive person. Anything can throw me off, honey. Enter Ritual. They create a 3-in-1 supplement including clinically studied prebiotics, postbiotics, and a postbiotic to support the relief of mild and occasional bloating, gas, and diarrhea. Honey, let me tell you, diarrhea at the club? Are you kidding me? There is no shame in your gut game. Symbiotic Plus and Ritual are here to celebrate, not hide, your insides. And let me tell you, honey, half the Upper East Side has seen my insides. Get 25% off your first month for a limited time at ritual.com/bald. Start Ritual or add Symbiotic Plus to your subscription today. That's ritual.com/bald for 25% off. Honey, I'm gay.
Nothing you say fucking matters unless that camera's rolling, you bitch. You bitch. You fucking bitch. Welcome to the Bald and Beautiful. I'm bald, she's beautiful, and we have a special guest in the house, a woman who needs no introduction, although I will give her one. Okay, so before I do that, back in Boston where you're from, in my show, we had a alter ego night, and one of our queens performed as Jamaica Plain Jane, but it was Plain, not Plane.
Okay.
Huge difference. Mm-hmm. So I thought that was fun and also a Boston connection. So without any further ado, give it up for Plain Jane. Wow, thanks for being here.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
I didn't want to do it. They said we had to. I'm just kidding.
I stormed.
Yeah,
I stormed in, and
yeah, you did. Would you be the red, the red or the white? I guess you're doing both. Like the Bolshevik Revolution.
Yeah. So this is.
That's cute.
This is my
merch.
my little merch shirt,
Oh,
and
I
it
love that.
was inspired by the Bolshevik Revolution. So I'm getting the red and the white.
You're doing it all.
And the yellow represents just the piss and the muck.
Oh yeah, because you Meet the Queens, and you said you like gross, nasty smells and stuff. Is that true?
Oh,
Was
yeah.
that where we're doing a bit?
Oh girl, I don't know. I don't know what was going on. I feel like when there's a camera in front of my face, words tend to come out of my mouth.
Yeah.
That's
good.
They said, they put a camera in front of my face. They said, "How did you get your drag name?" I said, "Fuck Katya." I said, Katya's a fucking
She's
bitch.
a horrible bitch. She smells like shit. She's old.
Yeah.
And she's old and she sucks. She smells like shit. So wait, do you see what I'm wearing?
This is Loboda, if I'm not mistaken.
It surely is. And this is a fan made this shirt of her performing in one of the most, I'll say it, hideous stage wear items ever to be seen by the human eyeball.
You know what though?
What? What do you got to say about this untailored yellow suit? It's the Jim Carrey in the mask, okay?
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Well,
yes.
It
I don't want to get into too much hot water. Maybe you don't have any opinions on this, but I'm going to see her in March. She's coming to LA. Do you want to go?
I would love to.
But you're not going to be here.
In March.
March 29th. March 29th.
I'll get my people.
Get your people to. Maybe the girl who made the shirt for me, we're going.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because I saw her in Miami. Svetlana Loboda. She looks like how I feel in drag.
For sure.
Feel, not look.
Okay.
She looks the way that I feel
Important
in drag.
distinction.
Yeah. And I mentioned to Trixie, she and her team ripped off one of Billie Eilish's
melodies famously. Novi Rim. Do you know that song? It's really good. I think it's great.
You know what? I haven't heard it. Can we play it?
I don't think we can.
We can't. It's copyright. But
that's it.
I feel like a Russian culture is famously known for like piggybacking and stealing off of like American pop culture.
I absolutely like a shameless. There's like there's a shameless counterfeit culture, but also I mean I listen at the same time because I feel like okay, what is cool to Russian like I mean it all depends I guess on age. I'm trying to think of like what is cool to me. What is cool is something that is not American.
So you enjoy the novelty of it. It's a fetish for you.
It's more of like shut up.
No,
I am racist. Is what I'm trying. Right. What do you call that when you're fetishizing another culture?
Fatphobic.
Yeah,
that's what it's called. And
foreign and fat.
Yeah,
foreign and fat.
Yeah,
not native and skinny.
Right. No, I don't know. It's very interesting because you're not culturally like from anywhere.
No,
you're
the dumpster behind Jacques.
The dumpster behind Jacques, which I've co-opted.
Oh my God, I saw the pictures with you. I was like screaming on the phone. And by the way, this is all going all over the place. I don't have a focused energy. But when people were saying that you shit talk to me and the Meet the Queens, I was like. It was like when you like purr a cat that's like so mean, but then they go, I was like, thank God. I was like that because we chatted on the phone, and I was like, oh, it was just to me that meant this person has like huge testicles, big balls, figuratively speaking, of course. I know I saw them and they're tiny, but like big. You have a chutzpah, as they say.
I guess, but also just a lack of like. A lack of self-preservation in my mind. I guess I don't.
Also, I mean, because I've been over personally the whole. I mean, I'm not too familiar, but I am aware that you are a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
sure.
But I couldn't pull out my parchment scroll of receipts. Right. But however, thank God.
I heard I was. I don't know if you told me this or if I heard this somewhere, but I heard that at one of your like live Bald and Beautiful tapings, I was like booed or something. One of them.
Several.
Several.
Yes, several.
What's wrong with your fan base?
Well, they
fat broads and horse-faced lesbians. Honey.
I felt like I witnessed the true limit of my influence because I can I feel that I have a track record of people being sympathetic or and like I can kind of whatever.
I mean, you're very like from just an outside perspective looking in. I feel like people relate to
my legs.
Relate to
my legs.
Relate to
my
this.
My legs.
Relate to There's
dumpy.
something very unthreatening and about a disfigured cripple such as yourself, and
like an old boot. There's something very warm about an old boot.
Right? It's worn. Dad's shoes. Honey.
Yeah, they smell like that woodsy, sewery kind of musky. No, I said I would say something effective like we would. Me and Trixie at our live show would mention Drag Race, and I would talk. I'd be like, I love her, and they'd be like, no. And I was like, love it. Isn't that fierce? Isn't that fierce?
Oh, it is kind of fierce.
It's
I will
so
say.
Fierce because at least you know what? I'll tell you what. It's better than not being memorable.
No, for sure. Oh, 100%.
My God.
Oh, and do you know Tisha
Boots?
Tisha Boo
from Boston?
Yeah.
Yes, I
do. You know Tisha?
Wait, TT?
TT, yeah.
Yeah. I sure do.
Taika Waititi.
She directed that Thor movie.
Oh.
Tisha, TT.
Oh, yeah.
And she was the one who got Kate Blanchett on that project because Kate didn't want to do it. But Tisha, Taika Waititi, she convinced her to do it.
That's sickening.
And wear black hair. It is sickening.
I will say
it's also fierce.
She also imparted some words of wisdom onto me. I'm still in Boston. I still do the local gigs,
Okay, let's get down to that because we're distinguished alumni of Jacques Cabaret.
Oh, absolutely.
which is just
So speaking of Jacques Cabaret, we'll get into it because Jacques is crazy.
Yeah.
But I was so now I do like a little viewing party sometimes whenever I'm there on Fridays, and it just packs the place.
so good.
So it's awesome. Now, do you know Alan? Maybe you don't know Alan. If you don't know Amanda Playworth, you might not know Alan, but he's the new sort of bar manager.
Okay. Cool.
The successor of the changing of the guard, the old guard.
Thank God. Thank God. No. Oh.
What Chris? Okay. But anyway, so I was backstage, and they have a T-girl show after the viewing party. So every Friday at Jacques Cabaret is
Taco Tuesday.
T-girl night, Taco Tuesday with Destiny. Her daughter well, she doesn't have any children, so her sister Candace Chanel Tisha's there, and then so
do you know Charisma?
I do know Charisma. Yeah,
Charisma. Lakia Mondial.
I do know Lakia. Yes.
Misery.
I do know Misery. Melinda Wilson. That's my grandmother. That's my grandma.
My God, Melinda Wilson.
It's my grandma by osmosis because she's my friend's grandma, but we're sisters, so she's my grandma. She's
grandma.
She's grandma.
That's Mima. That's Mima.
Mima,
She'd be
for
like,
sure.
but she has big pendulous tits, and she said, "Hey," but she called me like, she called me something like she's this. What did she call? She had like a pet name for me that was so inappropriate. I think I probably blocked out the trauma of it. She
pet name?
Yeah, like it was
'Cause
like
all men are dogs.
Hey, no. Like it was like hey, it was something to the effect of like you cracker, or like I don't know. She's like something like
She
that.
had a pet name for me, Cracker.
Yeah,
that's
No,
lovely.
no,
That's lovely.
It was like, hey, Katie, or like, I don't know. It was something straight. She was an electrifying entertainer.
Oh, yeah.
Melinda Wilson.
Oh, yeah.
So, and I used to work with her on Wednesday nights, and when she did what did she do? She would do lip sync realness with the microphone always.
Oh, lovely.
Like her own little prop mic. And it was no matter if it was like one person or 50 people or 500 people, she always gave the most incredible show. She's so good.
That's the lovely thing about Jacques is that, you know, I don't know, not so much now. Maybe I don't now. The staff is different. They always employ like a sexy dude, though.
Oh, really? So that was not really the case.
That was not the case for you.
Not so much, really. No,
okay.
not really at all. It was more like a who's who of like palliative care geriatrics.
That's fair. You know, we're moving up. We're upgrading.
Some people, you know, sometimes dead is better, and then when you just replenish the stock. Yeah,
I remember Melinda Wilson. Like, also really, I was really shocked. I was gagged because a few years ago, I walked in on her performing, and she was churning it. Like she was like,
she had the fringe on. She was just the fringe. Yeah, it's so good. It's so good. Meet Me in St. Louis is the song like. I met the in St. Louis, something like that. She does this old classic tune that is like so. Her Eartha Kitt's amazing. She does Diana Ross, like all these like classic black divas of like the Great American Songbook. She's so fucking good.
It's her.
This episode is sponsored by the Cadillac Town Car of cat foods, Smalls. As the world-famous aerobics instructor and CEO of Leggings Are Life, LLC, I'm constantly running around the country leading my aerobics classes and timeshare presentations about some lovely condos in Galveston, Texas. Bottom line, I don't have time for humans. I do, however, have time for cats. I love to treat my friends' cats with the best cat food money can buy. Just like us humans, cats want variety in their diet. If you're a cat owner and you're looking for a healthier cat food for that miniature lion that lives in your house, I'm here to tell you about Smalls. Smalls includes protein-packed recipes made with preservative-free ingredients you'd find in your own fridge. Also, it's delivered right to your door. After making the switch to Smalls, 90% of cat owners reported overall health improvements. That's a big deal, folks. My neighbor's cat, the Clawful Truth, has the most luxurious coat in all of Hollywood, and that's due to Smalls. In fact, the team at Smalls is so confident your cat will love their product that you can try it risk-free. That means they will refund you if your cat won't eat their food. But Mr. Clawful, well, he loves his Smalls and simply can't get enough of it. It has improved his health, his teeth, even his poops. And all because of Smalls. He's the toast of the town. Now is the time to make the switch to Smalls. Head to smalls.com/balls and use promo code BALD at checkout for 50% off your first order plus free shipping. That's the best offer you'll find, but you have to use my code BALD for 50% off your first order. One last time, that's promo code BALD for 50% off your first order plus free shipping.
Hi, honey, it's Gil, and I just want to talk to you because I can tell you as a gay man from the 90s, there are a lot of times I should not have trusted my gut. Honey, that one time I wore that bag with that skirt, that was a bad judgment call on my part, honey. Or the time I called my ex, I said, Jared, why don't you just come home? And he said, you know I have a wife. Oh. Or that time I decided to stay and you need a whole pizza. Oh. Probiotics can't help you with most of your gut decisions, but if your gut needs a little support, Ritual's got your back. They made a 3-in-1 supplement with clinically studied prebiotics, probiotics, and a postbiotic to support a balanced gut microbiome, honey. Inside of me, everything is balanced, okay? Did you know that daily disturbances like poor diets, stress, honey, the stress, travel, using certain medications, and plenty of other factors can throw off your gut microbiome, honey? I'm a sensitive person. Anything can throw me off, honey. Enter Ritual. They create a 3-in-1 supplement including clinically studied prebiotics, postbiotics, and a postbiotic to support the relief of mild and occasional bloating, gas, and diarrhea. Honey, let me tell you, diarrhea at the club? Are you kidding me? For me, my ritual routine takes place in the morning because I take my probiotic first thing in the day before I start hitting, the gym or having a cup of coffee or going out to meet friends at Saks Fifth Avenue. I have to have a little bit of probiotic just to keep me regular. My current ritual favorite is Hyacera Skin Hydration, honey, because I am dry. Women lose up to 40% of the moisture in their skin through their lifespan, and honey, I take after my mother. Daily 3-in-1 prebiotic, probiotic, and postbiotic with 2 of the world's most clinically studied probiotic strains to support the relief of mild to occasional bloating, gas, and diarrhea. And I cannot put up with any bloating. I'm already in these Calvin Kleins, which are a little bit snug after the holidays. There are delayed release capsules designed to help survive the harsh conditions of the upper GI tract. And honey, my upper GI tract, it's like a field of landmines. Of course, I wasn't in the army. Don't ask, don't tell. It's the 90s. It's an all-in-one minty capsule because I always need my breath to stay fresh. You never know when a gentleman caller might come by and, carry me over the threshold, honey. Ritual multivitamins are vegan, non-GMO project verified, gluten and major allergen free, certified B Corp, and made traceable. And Ritual is a female-founded B Corp, meaning they're holding themselves accountable to not just their company's financial health, but also the health of the people on the planet. Ritual uses scientific tools to help lower carbon packaging, prioritize sustainably sourced ingredients, and set ambitious climate goals. There is no shame in your gut game. Symbiotic Plus and Ritual are here to celebrate, not hide, your insides. And let me tell you, honey, half the Upper East Side has seen my insides. Get 25% off your first month for a limited time at ritual.com/bald. Start Ritual or add Symbiotic Plus to your subscription today. That's ritual.com/bald for 25% off. Honey, I'm gay.
All right, let's talk about Drag Race.
So anyways, the reason why I brought this up in the first place is because I was at Jocks and Tisha gave me some words of wisdom. As older people tend to do, they kind of tend to talk at you, which is what's happening now. But so Tisha was like, "Girl, like you are doing the right thing because you are keeping people talking. As soon as they stop talking, that's when you need to start questioning what you're doing. Because, honey, you're gonna thrive and prosper off of people hating you and then liking you and then hating you again and then liking you. It generates the discourse. It keeps people talking. So it was fierce. It was and like receiving those words from somebody with such a pumped
Janet Jackson,
snatched face.
Janet Jackson. I mean,
Janet.
Lil' Kim.
Yes.
Lil' Kim. Tisha gives Lil' Kim down.
Just hits harder, for sure. But anyways.
She's fabulous. So, what were the top 3 worst things about being on Drag Race during the filming process?
This is weird. I feel like you guys never talk about like drag race related things on the pod. I feel like you talk about like furniture.
What is drag? What is drag again?
Furniture and stuff.
Drag is is that when you put your penis, ball, and testy up and put a woman panty on?
We need to give her the Wendy treatment.
The Wendy Williams treatment,
honey.
Yeah.
We got. Oh my god. Okay. Do you
Too close to home.
do you know that clip? My friends and I back home have been gooning over it. The clip from the Wendy docu-series or whatever, where she's getting her nails painted. She's getting a clear coat painted on, and the nail tech and is right there, and she's like, "What is that?" It's like literally like a base coat, and she's like, "What? No. What do you do? Take it off. What are you, stupid?" And then the nail tech is like just silent, and Wendy goes quickly, "She's disgusted with me. That's okay."
Damn.
Fierce.
She's disgusted with me. Okay.
That's okay.
Love it.
I say it all the time now.
That's a outside voice.
Yep.
That's a when inner thoughts become outside words.
Yeah. There was something so real about that moment.
She's disgusted with me. That's okay.
Okay.
I love that. That's
Yeah.
great. So
Anyways.
how many times have you jerked off to thinking about Wendy Williams? Yeah. Over 10?
Definitely over 10. I specifically think about her, the fluids that have collected in her ankles.
Gout.
Yeah. Yep. And I just bust.
You love a big swollen ankle.
Yeah.
Fluid-filled sack.
Oh, yeah.
So gross.
Fuck me with
tell
that
me,
ankle.
tell me what was the worst part about Drag Race?
Worst part
How
about
much do you fucking hate RuPaul?
what's it called? I don't know. I really the worst part about, I don't know. It was fun. It was good.
Well,
it was
you're
a
young.
good time.
You're young.
I maybe
25? 26?
26. Yeah. I mean, it was also what I particularly liked about it, and I feel like I was unique in this case, is that I feel as though I have like very severely like untreated ADHD. And I feel like being in such a structured environment, yes, it was prison-like and inhumane at times, for sure. But it kind of really, where you had a, you woken up by the warden, driven to a place, work, eat, work, everything is like scheduled and regimented. It kind of like, it was kind of fierce.
I mean, the no phones thing is fierce.
No phones was fierce.
That's really fierce.
Was fierce.
That's unimaginable to me now. And it's also, I mean, I hate to be okay boomer about it, but we really are completely glued to the telephone. 100%.
Down,
like no exceptions.
Yeah.
Like I passed a homeless man jerking off with 3 phones.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? It was like everybody's got the phone to their face,
right,
24/7. Do you scroll at night in the bed?
Yes, girl. Yeah.
Don't do it, Jackie.
No.
Stop it. You bitch.
I'm still on the homeless man with 3 phones. Are you sure it was a homeless man and not Trixie?
Well, it was literally, it was not too far from her little pied a terre, to be honest.
Right.
Okay, but so Russian.
Anyways, yeah.
You and I, duh.
Yeah.
We haven't spoken a word of Russian yet. And
Ты говоришь по-русски?
Только по чуть-чуть.
Okay. I will say I remember what you said to Rue on All Stars.
No,
you kind of butchered it.
I butchered everything on All Stars.
No. You said я звезда навсегда, which was good. Which was good.
Be like,
and then you said спасибо большое.
Спасибо
Большое.
большое.
Спасибо большое.
Wouldn't it be like я звездой?
No. That was perfect. Я звездой is like that makes no sense.
Wait, so yeah. But like, what is the case of that? Like,
girl, I don't.
You don't know the cases in the.
I mean,
you
I
just
know.
speak it,
I know
you
the.
don't know.
I know
Did
the
you
cases.
study the grammar?
So
Like if you say okay, so for example, like эта женщина, она like, but я с женщиной, like I'm with the я с
женщиной.
Женщиной. Yeah,
Yeah.
like okay.
Yeah.
This is going to be so fascinating to our listeners.
Right.
And like
They're gonna live.
It's a really complicated language, but I am obsessed with it because it's actually pretty consistent.
Why
I
the
just think it's
fixation?
cool.
Why the fixation?
Well, I mean, if you just spin the globe and like put your finger somewhere, it's going to be interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Language wise, and like I learned French, and I love that. But then I wanted to learn something different, and that's really different. But I just love the way it looks. It's so cool. Everybody sounds like they're so angry.
What other languages do you have your fingers in?
Just French, and then like. But like I tried to learn a bunch of little, like I could count to 10 and probably
Italian or
yeah, I could count to like 10 in like probably like 20 languages. But that's I like
Swahili.
Jumbo.
Ohana means family.
Really? Well, in Swahili, jambo mean hello. Jambo mean hello. I think I got that from Sesame Street. No, it's not racist.
We're towing the line here.
Yeah,
That's what we do.
We're getting fierce on the pod with this fat bitch. Yeah.
Not after the Ozempic, honey.
What about
And
what
the
is
gastric bypass.
Okay. Bofa.
Right.
No, you got to do the Ozempic, and then you got to do the gastric bypass,
and
but
then-
then to get that little extra 10 off, you do the Ozempic.
I was
Wait, so plane?
Yeah.
Why the plane? Самолет.
Почему нет?
Okay, great answer. Why? Why not?
Right. Girl, I feel the story is boring.
Okay, good. Then don't
the
tell
story
it.
is boring.
Okay,
Yeah.
Let's talk about your fucking Serbian diva Snatch Game win, because that was so cunty. I watched that. I was not unfamiliar with her because I listened to a ton of Russian music, but Russian language music only.
Yeah.
And that Mama Labada wishes
Right,
she was that
right.
level of pump, sex, and
Down.
just heat.
Down.
Yeah.
For
What's her name again? Carly.
the Serbians kind of came for me for like butchering her name a little bit. But
Whatever.
I'm not Serbian.
Yeah.
Jelena Karleusha.
Kalyusha.
And she's
Carly Bitch was the song.
Carly Bitch.
Oh my God, that video. If you have not watched Carly Bitch,
Carly Bitch.
it's so fucking nasty.
She's very cunt. She is a new, in my eyes, she's a new general in the Flop Tropica War. In the
what now?
is it the Badussy War?
Not Badussy.
The Badussy.
Not Badussy.
The Badussy War.
It's Floptina Badussy.
Floptina Badussy.
Yeah, that's the lieutenant general of the well in the cunt World War cunt.
World War cunt. And she shat in the mother toilet.
Yeah, she's shitting in the mother toilet
Yeah.
at the porta potty station on the battlefield of Mother
In the Porta Stout.
The Porta Stout, yeah, and she's Lieutenant Brigadier General Cuhntalina Badussy. Lieutenant
joined in the ranks by Wendy Williams.
and then
Monkey D. Luffy from One Piece.
God, and supported and bankrolled by Lindsay Lohan and Nikki Hilton, the lesser liked and lesser known, but still equally rich Hilton.
Sickening.
Yeah.
They're all in wheelchairs.
Yes, because we've all hobbled them, Kathy
them.
Bates style. So if you had
That's a lot.
to be burned to death
Yes.
or drowned in the ocean, what would it be? What would you rather?
Wait, those sound like two equally as horrendous and painful ways to go.
Okay, but
Is this what you think about? Are we getting a peek inside your?
No, we're just gonna. It's just an icebreaker. So
okay.
what are you thinking? Burned at the stake like a witch, or drowned in the ocean?
Whatever's like quicker and less painful.
Well, what do you think?
I feel like maybe I don't want either. I feel like this podcast is going to air and Jigsaw is going to kidnap me and burn me at the stake, or like do one or the other that I say. I would
he's
rather.
He's gonna make you saw off your own leg and then get all the marrow into the thing where it cuts your head off. Did you see Saw 10? You should watch it.
I didn't see Saw 10.
You should watch it. It's so gross.
I don't live.
What's your favorite movie?
Dune 2.
No, you're joking. Did you see it?
I did see it. Yeah.
You did?
Of course. Yeah.
Oh my God.
yeah.
Okay. Fuck Drag Race.
I
Fuck
opened
Drag
it.
Race.
I opened.
God, this is the
forbidden
the Duneverse. Can you believe the costume design for the Harkonnens? Can you fucking believe in the whole universe of Gady Prime and then
the Bene Gesserit, which I,
just shove it all up my ass.
bend him jizz in it, honey.
There you go.
Bend him jizz in it.
Exactly. Yeah. Lady Jessica, as Reverend Mother, the mother toilet was shat upon. The mother toilet was certainly shat upon. The water of life in that toilet was drunk.
Yeah. I would love to like recreate those costumes.
Hell yeah. I mean,
something.
Absolutely.
I picture you as
Reverend Mother.
You could do like a sickening
Mother Gaia. I would be Charlotte Rampling with the giant black thingy with the veil. I mean, it was when they were, and then fucking Princess Irulan, who was oh my God, the Bene Gesserit. I'm gonna start screaming, take my clothes off.
I will say I picture you as like the Baron. Like that. Like I feel like you could do a sickening Baron.
No, you know who I am. I literally am. I don't know. He was killed in the first one, but he is the Baron's advisor, the mentat, who's he's
yes.
bald. He's got the one little thing.
Yes.
His name is like Peter something or like that. That's me. That's literally me.
Okay.
And me and Trixie are like just hearkening goons. So we're bald.
Sickening. I feel
But
like
how cunt was Austin Butler?
I didn't. No. I thought he was incredible. I didn't realize it was Austin Butler. I thought it was like watching it. I thought it was one of the Skarsgårds. I thought it was the guy who played it.
Wow. Oh, sure. Oh, he would have did great.
I thought
in
it was
that.
Bill Skarsgård, if that's his name. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that is his name. Yeah. I mean, that whole world was so sick. I mean, it was so good. I am going to watch that movie a lot of times. A lot of times.
I've seen it once in theaters. I would like to rewatch the first and the second now in succession because it's fabulous. I feel like it is the new like space
Star Wars.
It's the new Star Wars.
It's so cunty too, and there's so much.
Star Wars flopped, by the way. Like the newer.
Oh, really? You know, I never really got it. Like, if you have to choose between Star Wars and Star Trek, what would you say?
I've never seen Star Trek.
Really?
Yeah.
I liked I like some of the movies. I loved
it.
the Borg. You got to check out the Borg Queen. Miss Borg Queen. She's just a head on a floating thing that controls a bunch of computer people.
That's cunty.
It's fiercey.
That's cunty.
Yeah. I said fiercey.
Fiercey? That's fiercy. New slang unlocked. Fiercy is going to be everywhere.
I'm not done
fiercy,
talking
honey.
about these Bene Gesserits. I'm not done.
Let's go.
Mary,
Let's get into it.
I did not know that Florence Pugh was going to roll up as the Emperor's daughter as a Bene Gesserit, a Bezzarini Gesserini. Bezzarini.
Florence Pugh was sickening.
Sickening.
The costumes.
The last outfit with the mesh, the chainmail mesh and the dangles. That fucking bitch. I was like, you better unclog that mother toilet because it is filled with shit.
Diego Montoya, who?
Exactly.
I mean, putting the girls out of business.
Yeah. Atelier Versace. What?
Right.
Never heard of it.
Right.
Alexander McQueen never existed. Who designed all these costumes?
Girl, I don't know. Was it?
If only there was a way to figure it out. First of all, because when Miss Mother got gagged by Timmy at the end, who is it?
Jacqueline West. Ooh.
It's Jacqueline. She owns, a lot of people don't know Miss Jacqueline is actually the primary shareholder in mothertoilet.com.
Jacqueline West has your pathetic cock locked up in a cage.
And it's a mesh, it's a mesh fringed metallic cage
veil,
that's controlled by space witches. Lock it up. I mean, I gotta tell you, when the first time I heard the voice, not the show, but they should do a spinoff where it's all Bene Gesserits behind the things, like having people sing. But it was like when she said, "Yeah,
I love that."
Undo her gag, cut the rope. I was like, I was like. I rewound it and watched it like 5 times. I got full body rashes.
Wow.
I was like, kill him, cut the rope. It was like, oh, Miss Jessica Ferguson.
Oh, Jessica Ferguson killed it.
Miss Jessica Ferguson. I'm just talking at you like an old.
What are your thoughts about what are your thoughts about the main stars who are Zendaya and Timothée?
Timothée Chalamet.
Yeah.
By far, in no shade to them, is Zendaya or Zendaya? What is it? Zendaya. Fabulous actor.
Right.
For me, the two leads by far the least interesting parts of the movie. Not even.
I would have to agree.
I mean, Timmy, they both did great. They both did great. And of course, you need like a romantic, you need kind of a romantic anchor to all these films, these epic sagas.
Yeah.
I personally don't. But I understand that. By far the least interesting storylines.
You know what? I'm going to say something a little controversial.
Do it.
There's something a little lacking to me about what Zendaya does on screen.
Okay, that's fair.
I think she's incredibly gorgeous. I think she's come into her own. I think she's incredibly talented. Something about this role for her, the way that she seems to be the only one of the Fremen who doesn't do the accent. Where's her accent? There's something a little girlish and Euphoria like about what she does.
I mean, she's
in Dune.
I feel like she was incredible in Euphoria.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what? I that's so true.
Yeah.
Because they're speaking some. It's like the language is like a fully formed language. It's kind of like Arabic and Spanish. Like Javier Bardem does it so well, and every other character, every other Fremen character seems to. Well, almost. But yeah, I see your point. That's a
Yeah.
really good point. Yeah, but they were by far the least interesting parts of it.
For sure.
A lot of stand.
For sure.
Whenever Benny Gesserit rolled into the frame, I was like, hard dick, hard nipples.
Absolutely.
Wet pussy. Wet pussy.
Yeah, Emperor's daughter comes in with wearing the chainmail. It's over. It's over.
It is over. And then it was like, in the first shot of Miss Austin Butler it getting like painted, his nasty white skin, jacked.
Sexy.
He's on the cycle. He's on his little Marvel movie cycle.
Oh, yeah.
Steroids.
Oh.
Well, you
Oh.
know, of course.
Oh,
And
really?
then, I mean, come on. They're going
Get
to
me on that cycle, honey.
We'll come to LA. It's the first thing you do once you get your keys to your apartment. They give you steroids.
LA. Sorry, not to like pivot too fiercely from Dune, but LA. I've seen a lot of
Dune. No, I'm just kidding.
I've seen a lot of men here in LA, like older men who have the same face.
Oh,
It's
well,
gaggy.
yeah, of course. That's the
What is
Palm
going on
Springs
here in
special.
LA?
The Palm Springs special.
The Venus Delight special.
Yeah, the Palm Springs special. That's like they're a men of a certain age, and they all have a house in Palm Springs, and they all like are interior designers, and they're all have like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh,
They
yeah.
all have
yeah,
like
yeah.
6 or 7 tweakers locked up in their basement, and they're like, that's the vibe.
But
They're all
like-
pulled and stretched, and all their names are Richard.
Boys, airbag, please.
Airbag. What does that mean?
Oh wait,
Is that like a young thing?
I feel bad because, no. It's not a young thing. Okay, so I have a friend back home, Big Atlas. Shout out. He introduced me to Lolo Ferrari, who is a French. This is something I feel like this is something that you in particular, somebody
I
who
love it.
first of all loves the French language and gags and stims over like the most random, absurd, obscure bullshit.
Okay.
I do the same, by the way. But Lolo Ferrari, so get into her. She is a vintage. She's not around anymore. Died at 35.
Fierce.
Biggest at one point had like the record for biggest fake breasts
Okay.
in the world.
Wow.
French
Implants.
French bimbo.
Okay.
One song called I think it's called Airbag or Airbag Please.
Airbag.
Cross check me on that. Lolo Ferrari.
Control booth. Can we pull it up?
Lolo Ferrari.
Okay. What about Cicciolina? Similar vibe, but Italian.
Cicciolina.
Big. Okay, go ahead. So Lola Ferrari, Airbag.
Lola Ferrari, Airbag Please. So the chorus goes, girls, 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 airbag please, airbag please, boys, 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 airbag please, airbag please. She's begging for airbag.
Love. What does that mean? What doesn't it mean?
What doesn't it mean? But
Airbag, please.
airbag please. Yeah.
Airbag, please.
Airbag generation.
Airbag generation.
Thank you.
And
Thank
that
you for
is
correcting.
that is fans of car accidents. Is that like, where's my airbag?
So I
Driver's side
if I was to
airbag?
assume
Oh,
her tits
oh,
are her
boobs.
airbags.
Oh,
yeah.
got it. That makes sense
Yeah.
now. Okay.
Airbag generation. Bow, 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 bow. It's like it's totally like it should be a gay anthem. I believe it was.
Well, the gays are too all wrapped up in Rihanna and her makeup company.
This episode is brought to you by Squarespace. Many of you out there who are fans of the World Wide Web are familiar with the concept of a website. It's this thing where you go to look at 19th century Moroccan rugs, or vintage salt and pepper shakers in the shape of Mikhail Gorbachev, or even to find someone to bump with in the alley behind your local coffee shop. And while you're on one of these websites, you may think to yourself, how did this amazing object come into being? Was it born? Was it brought to Earth by aliens? No. It's all due to Squarespace. Now, what is Squarespace? Squarespace is an amazing platform that helps anyone create a beautiful professional website with ease. When I needed a custom website to show off my handmade bespoke butter churners, I went to Squarespace. They made the whole process painless. When my Aunt Zelda from Danvers needed to find her long-lost birth parents in the Czech Republic and required a website to get the word out, you guessed it, Squarespace. Squarespace makes it easy to sell and manage your business online, covering everything from your store to payouts and payments in one platform. With Squarespace Payments, you can accept Klarna, giving customers even more ways to pay. Buy now, pay later options like Klarna give customers more flexibility and increase conversion. Squarespace Payments is available for all new Squarespace customers in the US. Set up Squarespace Payments in minutes and start accepting payments from customers right away. Until June 30th, Klarna is available at 2.99% plus 30 cents with Squarespace payments. After that, it will be 4.5% plus 30 cents. Squarespace has an unparalleled portfolio of product features for whatever website you're looking to launch. And after you've launched, if you need help with marketing, Squarespace has a feature that helps drive sales and engage your audience with creative email campaigns. And if you have some extra knowledge up in the brain of yours that may benefit humanity and save us from absolute ruin, well, Squarespace can help you post online courses. That's right. Squarespace has all of the tools you need to create and sell your very own course and even set it up to be a one-time payment in our subscription. So go ahead and check out squarespace.com for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/bald to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Again, that's squarespace.com/bald to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. This episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. As Southern California's top Roy Orbison impersonator, I have an insanely busy schedule. The drive from retirement home to retirement home alone is crazy. One night, while straddling an 87-year-old named Gretchen and singing Only the Lonely loudly into her oversized hearing aids, I wondered, wouldn't it be great, unlike this ancient woman I'm serenading, to have more time? And then I asked myself, time for what? If time was unlimited, what would I use it for? Certainly not practicing those amazing high notes from Blue Bayou. No, life is about more than perfecting the vocal genius that is Roy Orbison. I finally came to the realization that the best way to squeeze something into your schedule is to know what's important to you, and then make it a priority. Therapy can help you find out what matters most to you so you can do more of it. It's as simple as that. BetterHelp is literally designed to work with your crazy schedule. I love therapy, even when I have to do it from the industrial kitchen after a crazy Roy Orbison gig at the West Covina Senior Center. Recently, my therapist really helped me through an incident where a competing Roy Orbison impersonator tried to kidnap me. Well, technically at my age, it's an abduction. It was wild, but I got through it okay, and now he and I play bridge on Sundays. You can use therapy to help prioritize your life too. With BetterHelp, you can be matched with the best licensed therapist for you. If you're thinking of starting therapy, you should give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, and it's designed to be convenient, flexible, and perfectly suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime at no additional charge. Learn to make time for what makes you happy with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/bald today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/bald.
What if instead of like silicone implants, they got helium implants and then you floated up to heaven? Would you shit in God's mother toilet?
I would replace God's mother toilet.
Yes,
I would be the mother
You
toilet.
would be the heavenly plumber.
Yes.
Speaking of plumbing, what about Saphira
Scaffold.
Crystal?
So,
Do you love?
oh, I love Saphira. Yeah. Saphira's incredible. She is, and I'm a competitive bitch, so that bitch pisses me off because
Did you know her from?
she's so good.
Did you know her at all before the competition?
No, I didn't. I didn't.
She's just been in Philly for a while.
and as far as I know, she was in Boston, then in New York, or in New York, then in Boston. Then
She was
in
literally
Philly,
Rita Skeeter, the roaming reporter. She was very like a
Everywhere.
girl on the go. Yeah.
No, yes.
Always had the most incredible. It's great to see her in gorgeous gowns, beautiful gowns, because she, while her mug was always correct, she looked a mess.
Okay.
Before, I mean, but
Can we
all
toss
did.
up a picture on screen of Saphira looking a mess,
I mean,
please?
it's I say mess. I say mess because it's like, it's not this like outrageous, stunning, beaded crystal, whatever, like show-stopping thing. But like we all wore like, we all wore little poom dresses and stuff. Like we didn't have no money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I don't even know how girls get all that money.
Yeah.
Who
Well, okay, so I mean, I never had money. I never had like money for drag. And I shouldn't say that, I'm very lucky in that, I'm young still, and
you think that you can look a mess just because you're young?
Well, yes.
Well, yes.
So I'm very fortunate that I had a roof over my head that I don't have to pay for. I live with mom, so that's nice. But
What's mom's name?
coincidentally,
Yelena. Oh my God. That's my name.
Lena.
Yana.
Yeah. So, but anyways, but everything drag wise, has always been out of my pocket because my parents don't fuck with that gay shit.
So that's what I wanted to talk about, and I nearly forgot. So, first of all, where in Russia? So, what's your government name, if you don't mind my asking?
My government name is it's Andrew. Andrei, Andrusha. Sure,
I love Andrusha.
Sure,
that's
but
so fabulous.
But honestly,
Andrei is so great. Do you know the song "Привет, Andrei" by Irina Allegro?
Yeah.
Привет, Andrei. That's it.
If so,
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and your last name?
Dunayevsky,
Dunayevsky.
which is a
Dunayevsky.
Dune. It all roads lead back to Dune. Bend him jizz in it, honey.
Are you joking?
No. Dune. Actually, that's an abridged version. The full one is Dune Tunayevsky. Gagged her a bit for sure.
That's fierce.
Yeah.
Oh my God. If you and patronymic?
Yes, and it's Dunayevsky is actually the I'm related to a famous Russian composer.
But what's your middle name?
Vladimir.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Vladimir Dunayevsky.
Yes. yeah.
Vladimir Baron Vladimir Harkonnen.
Yeah.
From Dune.
From Dune.
Come on, this is great. Now I like you. Just kidding.
We got there.
And what is so I don't know any actual slang Russian.
Mm-hmm.
Can you teach me some slang? Do you not know?
So I mean,
Like nahuy. I don't know. It's like твою мать is like fuck you.
yeah, I guess like
Like so if you want to say fuck you, it's like твою мать, which means like fuck. It's like fuck your motherfucker, right?
yeah, I'm actually a little bit like self-conscious when it comes to my Russian because I was born here. My parents were born in Russia.
Oh,
So,
okay.
and I feel like modern Russian
You've
slang,
been
I don't.
bastardized. You've been westernized.
Westernized. So I feel like any modern Russian slang, I'm not.
You're not in the loop.
I'm not in the loop. Yeah,
Do you have Russian friends at all?
I know. Yeah. I used to roll around with like a circle of like Russian family friends and Russian friends. Yeah. So
They don't gag for gay over there, huh? They're not gagging for gay, faggot.
Do you know what? No, but. They're not
gagging for the faggots.
They're gagging the gays.
Yes, they are.
They're
but not in a good way.
But not in the good way. Yeah.
Yeah, they're literally gagging
them. But
not funny. I mean,
yeah. No. It's
But you know
not
what? Though?
great.
Okay, I'm
I do
not
know Russian drag queens though. Blondie Bond.
Blondie blonde, cool.
There
What about
was
Verka Serduchka.
Verka Serduchka. She's Ukrainian. No?
Ukrainian,
Yeah. But she's sickening. I grew up on Verka Serduchka for sure.
I can't get it. It's so. If you needed like the most faggoty foreign gym jam, like that's like Chita Drita. It's like it's like high octane meth folk. High octane meth folk.
That blows my mind.
You know what I mean?
Listening to fucking Chita Drita
I
in the
could probably
gym.
sing
That's
any,
insane to me.
Any Verka Serduchka
like
song.
the little that
Go pizza go. I mean, like crazy. It's so good.
gagged.
So good. It's so good though.
I used to listen to these songs in like the car. We had like a CD of Verka Serduchka.
Mary, I used to go to this place called Knizhny Mir, like Book World, and buy all the CDs, and they were all open, they were all cracked, and they're all broken. And I listened to the Russian version of Chicago, this musical, incredible. Mm-hmm. They do it's called Shikum Bliskum instead of Razzle Dazzle. Fierce. Chicago, they call it, not Chicago. Chicago.
Yeah,
So
that's so interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not.
You don't listen to Russian music
now.
though.
I'm not too big on Russian music. Now I'm not too big on. No, but I do like love Yelena Karlausha. Love her music.
Well, that's Serbian, so it's different.
Serbian. It's definitely different. So like, but Slavic, and I like Albanian music. Like I like Albanian music is cunty to me.
Well, I just like. America seems to have such a global chokehold that you kind of forget that every single fucking language has its own like vast library of musical amazingness. You know what I mean?
For sure, but I feel like Eastern European countries. Maybe I don't want to speak for. I don't know what I'm talking about. This is just
so
a
say
theory.
it anyways.
Exactly. So I feel like they take inspiration from American culture, but they kind of they put their own bizarre twist on it, and it becomes something completely different, but so sickening and cunty.
I think I
don't know.
I think that I'm not sure what is the right answer because I think it changes all the time. But I think nowadays it's like who's
influencing who?
Who's influencing who, and also is 10 years behind really 20 years in the future.
Right.
No, and I know that I don't mean for that to sound like
I know what you mean.
But I think that's actually kind of because everything cycles.
For sure.
Like with music and fashion, like
for sure.
And I think that like I don't know. I mean, for example, I think of like Tommy Cash. Do you know what Tommy Cash is? He is a rapper. So I've been listening to a ton of Russian rap or like Eastern European rap. There's the only kind of like male voice stuff. I usually don't like any music with female voice, only without female voices. But
same.
This guy,
Men shouldn't sing.
Yeah, no, I know.
Men shouldn't sing.
By the way, I'm gonna get her to. The two of us are gonna record a song together. But but you know,
yeah, right.
Can't gag the faggots all the way,
right?
But they just have like I don't know. The Russian rap for me is like so. It's so cunty because it's just like it sounds like a guy's like chewing on broken glass and marbles through peanut butter. It's like such an angry sounding language.
Yeah.
Like why does every woman, regardless of how thin, frail, waifish, or wispy, why does she always sound like this one? Like why does her voice will sound like this one? Even if she look like a really sexy hot girl. Like why is like everybody like they always sound like this one? Like that's crazy.
Well, I mean, it's cunt.
It's so cunt.
Yeah.
It's so cunt. Like it's so cunty. This like a 6 foot tall, blonde hair to the ass with like just an impossible, outrageous ideal of like this particular style of femininity, and then she's like, "Ну что же скажешь?" You know what I mean? It's so crazy that it's just so cunty to me. It's the opposite of vocal fry.
Yeah.
It's like it's not like it's like no что
vocal bake.
Yeah, vocal broil. It's like
vocal broil.
Vocal. No, it's like a vocal incinerator or something, or vocal freeze.
No, yeah,
it's cunty.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up with I think my mom is very cunty. You know, my mom is such a like contrarian.
Okay.
Like whatever, if we ever watch something together or ever, consume any sort of piece of media, if that makes sense. But she, she always kind of like waits for me to say something. And then she's like, says the opposite.
Oh, really?
But she's like that with everybody.
That's great.
She's like that with everybody.
Well, you don't want a yes person. You want the point counterpoint vibe.
Right. It's not a yes and it's a no but.
It's a no but, you ugly bitch.
Right. Right. Which is
like,
why
Mom, what do you think of my outfit? It sucks.
Well, I kind of like it. Well, no, it sucks.
You got bad taste.
Well, you're right. It does suck. Well, actually, I kind of like it.
That is great. Just circular. Let's disagree. That's great. Like
keeps the conversation going.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just flip flopping. What's your favorite sport?
You like to flip flop? I'm a tennis player, but I'm a tennis player.
Ooh, that's one of the hardest sports ever.
I'm a tennis player. Yep.
Okay, we're gonna wrap it up.
Oh, okay.
So on that note, wait. So
do we take any? I feel like you and Trixie go.
Okay, yeah, we'll do a bunch right now. Let's take a break. Wait. Pause. Let's take a break.
Hold that thought. Let's take a break.
How do we say it in Russian?
Возьмем перерыв, I think. Перерыв.
What is it?
Возьмем перерыв.
Okay. Возьмем перерыв. Ну что? Okay, and then wait, last thing. Who is in your if you have to make a Marvel movie with 5 tennis players?
Novak Djokovic.
Okay.
Rafael Nadal.
Okay.
Maria Sharapova. Fuck me. Caroline Wozniacki.
Okay.
I'm just naming people at this point. And
Venus and
Serena.
Serena.
Oh my God. Okay. I had to rack my mind. And Venus and Serena. We'll put 6 in there.
Okay, fierce. No, Navratilova, you don't like lesbians.
No.
Okay, great. And on that note,
Okay.
thank you so much for coming on the pod.
I don't like your fans. No. Anyways.
I'm so happy you're getting chewed up on the internet, and I hope I'm so pleased that you're being an unapologetic bitch, that you're serving cunty fierceness for the children to gag on every night on VH1 or MTV or whatever the fuck channel it's on.
All we can do is shit in the mother toilet.
Yeah, we're just hey, listen, we're just a bunch of turds floating in the mother toilet, and all we can hope is someone gags us up and shits us out.
Period.
Goodbye.